وينو. مساء الخير، نرحب بكم في ليلة جديدة من الليالي الاسبانية التي نأمل أن تكون جميلة بوجودكم وبوجود الفيلم. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As usual, we would like to welcome you in new Spanish night. Hopefully it will be a very nice night by your existence and your film. And let me please welcome my beautiful wife. She's presenting with us, Liam. And our speaker tonight is this beautiful, tall lady, Señorita Tristi.
Thank you everyone for being here today. I would like to say thank you also to the organizers for this wonderful initiative and for promoting cultural activities. I have a background in culture and I really appreciate this kind of initiative. Can you hear me? Because I'm very tall and normally the microphone... And this is something that happens very often, well, very often now because I don't talk in public very often, but it's okay. Can you hear me, yes? Yes. All right. Thank you, my back appreciated. So thank you for allowing me here to be here today to introduce this movie, La Voz Dormida. That's it. So he will be translating everything in Arabic, so no worries, I will speak slowly anyway. The first time that I hear about the La Voz Dormida, I remember that I was very far from here. I wasn't in Kuwait, but I was in another Arabic country. I was in Morocco, in the north of Africa. And it's very close to Spain. I remember, we used to go there because it's very close and it's cheap. And I remember that I was there in summer, which is a very bad idea because it's more or less like here, 50 degrees, like in the hell. And I remember that I was there and I met a Spanish woman, and she was a history teacher. And she started talking about the relationship between Morocco and Spain during the Civil War. And she recommended me this book. So when I went back to Madrid, I went flying to the public library just to pick up the book, La Voz Dormida, and read it. I remember that I read it in 3 days. It was so good story. I was fascinated about the stories and everything.
Yeah. سمعت هي عن الكتاب من أحد زميلاتها، وكانت في مكان أظن موروكو or something
المغرب.
Yeah, المغرب. نعم. That's good. You look in Arabic also.
العربية.
Yeah, a little bit. That's great.
أنا طالبة في معهد اللغة العربية في إسبانيا.
Great. She's a student in Arabic. Studio in Spain.
That's all.
ثم كانت تغمرها الفرحة حول سماع هذا الكتاب ومتشوقة جدا لقراءته، ولما ذهبت إلى مدريد اشترت هذا الكتاب أو إلى إسبانيا وقرأته في 3 أيام وكانت مغرمة به جدا وعجبها جدا.
The Sleeping Boys is a book first and a movie later about the war after the war. And this is something that happened in the Spanish world. When the war finished, normally you feel and you see the consequences a lot of years after the war. So it doesn't matter how short is the war, the consequences of the war last longer and longer. And maybe this is something that here in Kuwait you can really appreciate because you have a war very close.
كان شيئا يعني مفارقا أو غريبا أن تقرأ كتاب ثم تراه فيلما، وتكلمت عن الحرب، أن الحرب ربما تكون قصيرة لكن نتائجها طويلة الأمد، وأهل الكويت ربما لديهم تجربة في ذلك باعتبارهم أصحاب تجربة قريبة في هذا المجال.
So this movie is about 2 sisters and is immediately after the war. They are 2 sisters from the south of Spain, Al-Andalus, Córdoba. And they are totally different personalities. One of them is very strong, Hortensia, is very committed, she has very strong and solid political ideas, and the other one, Pepita, that is very sweet and is very innocent, is totally different. She doesn't have any political ideas, she's very religious, so they are very different to each other, but at the same time, they are very close to each other. So,
هذا الفيلم يتحدث عن شقيقتان مختلفتان بطباع جدا. إحداهما لديها اهتمامات سياسية وطرفية وهي جادة جدا، الأخرى حلوة جميلة غير مهتمة بالسياسة، لديها اهتمامات بسيطة أو عادية.
And this is how the movie starts. One of the sisters, the strong one, the political active, is in Madrid in jail. And the other sister, the younger sister, moved from Cordoba to Madrid just to be close to her sister. The movie is about these two women, but it's also, you will find a lot of characters around these two women's characters that are in the jail and working in the jail, outside the jail, that are also very important. And this is something that I want you to understand, and I want you to pay attention during the movie. The characters are not real, but the stories that they are going to tell you are completely true. And this is something that sadly happened in Spain very, very often after the war.
تكلمت عن الفيلم، سندع ذلك للفيلم، ولكن الشخصيات قد لا تكون حقيقية في الفيلم، لكن القصة حقيقية وهي تتكلم عن إسبانيا أو الفترة هذه الفترة.
So this story is about women who fight for their rights, women who fight for their political ideas, and the women who wrote the book. And just to say that these women lost the war 2 times. In 2 different ways. The first time they lost the war because they were the loser, the Republicans, and they were in that side, game over, that's all. But all the women, it doesn't matter which part, lost the war because they lost all their rights. They didn't, after the war, they weren't allowed to, for example, to have a bank account without any permission of the parents. They weren't allowed to book a room, for example, in a hotel without the permission of the father. So they didn't lose only the war, they lose also all the rights that they already had.
نعم، ما في شيء طبعا باللي قالته. بس حكت عن السيدتين أو أي
They lost all the rights. They didn't lose the war only. They lost the war and they also lost all the rights. So they lost the war twice.
المرأة التي فقدت حقوقها أو فقدت في الحرب شيئا وفقدت حقوقها أيضا. سنرى ذلك ونناقشه بعد الفيلم ربما.
So I like to think that if today I'm wearing jeans or I went to the university twice or I can travel all around the world without any permission, it's because one day all these women were fighting for the rights that I am enjoying today. I like to think that these women lost their life fighting for rights that I am enjoying today, and I will feel grateful for that always.
نعم، هي يعني كانت تحب أو تشتهي لو كانت النساء التي فقدنا حقوقهن أن يكون موجودات ليرين أو يدافعن عن حقوقهن. وبالمناسبة كان أمس يوم المرأة العالمي، نهنئ المرأة وهو كل يوم المرأة العالمي. Happy Women's Day, National Women's Day.
Yeah, actually it was yesterday, so I think we have a lot to celebrate. And that's all. I don't want to take more time. I just want you to see the movie, enjoy the movie. After the movie, we have a wonderful buffet and with a paella, provided by the Spanish embassy, you mean? And after, And after the dinner, we will have a small discussion. So I'm really excited to hear your opinions about the movie.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
نشوف الفيلم وبعد الفيلم حيكون في نقاش، ونشكر الضيافة الإسبانية. القنصل قاموا بتقديم وجبات عشاء إسبانية. I think بهية and something else.
تركيا
وشيء من هذا القبيل. إن شاء الله بنشوفكم بعد الفيلم. رح نشوف الفيلم بعدين رح ناخذ بوفيه وبعدين رح نرجع نناقش الفيلم مع الجميع. شكرا لكم.